We named that the Wompong. We'll see if he's going to do that again. I feel like there's a very rare opportunity to actually pull that kind of play off.
Yeah, but I was about to say you need to get to the enemy base first. And BLG, they're not gonna go lightly about that one. RNG was resetting, so what BLG did was they transitioned the bot lane into the river, and they knew that the swap between Knight and Bin was happening, which means, as you mentioned, they have the strongest member to this. You get stunned in place, you get hooked by Ming right there, you end up dying. That would be a pretty favorable trade, obviously, for RNG. But even just the raw pressure of knowing Lude is around, hold on.
Oh, Hawk shot to allow On to engage into the ult from Elk, and Shun is here to finish the job as well. First blood for BLG, and they make it look good.
You know what?
I mean, Knight is 30 CS up in the mid lane right now. Poor Exy. Again, imagine this having to be your debut opponent. The first time you play in the LPL and you're up against Knight. First scrub taken by BLG. ZDC moving in to try and contenders. Knight TP's up to the play as well. TP comes out from XCZ, but it's ZDC caught out to start off with. Elk finds it. Ming moves in, gets a hook onto On, and maybe they can turn it around, but On survives with the unbreakable will. The bomb in his head is ticking, and it blows to smithereens in the end. But it's BLG happy to trade 2 for 1.
And RNG are still sticking around. Funfang is going to join them right now. They know that there's no massive ultimates.
Ming hooking him in. Ken coming through as well. I mean, there's a lot of damage coming out from RNG, but like you say, unable to block so much. And in the meantime, there's a hook, and it's onto On once again. He's tanking once more, and Huang Feng finishes with the flash 4th shot.
HP building attacks, and there isn't really any on the side of BLGs, just a support on, and supports don't have the best financial situation to start building items as fast as possible. So
Those crit item improvements helped Jin a lot during the break. Bin now getting aggressed upon once again. Flash forward to get that sleep underneath the tower, but the flash is already used and the Big finds the hook. It's an easy kill away. Well played by RNG.
Absolutely. I mean, Bin flashing right there when he's kind of already...
reigning champions up against RNG, a team struggling in the previous split. So roster changes. Here we go. Elk in trouble. Ming pulls him in, but he pulls him into his own demise. Wompong with a 4th shot, trades it. Support for support, and XCZ flies into the play. It's a win for RNG again. As Bin is underneath the tower. What?
You were talking about how slow the game was to begin with, and I was like,
take those.
KDA King right there, XZZ, picking up all those kills, and deservedly so. I think he's played quite well so far. Not getting solo killed by Knight is also a pretty big fit right here.
Yeah.
For the new mid lane of RNG. Ooh, just about hit, and
to try and even test this. So another objective for BLG. You know, in the grand scheme of things, I feel this has been going pretty well for RNG compared to expectations. It's still not going well in terms of like...
Try to potentially get a pick, maybe find a cheeky Baron that spawns in 50 seconds. Everyone again is so squishy on the side of BLG, so one good hook from Ming could turn the fight around.
Certainly could, and that's the power of the Blitzcrank, especially in a composition like this where you've got 4 squishy targets. Obviously, On doesn't mind being hooked. Oh, hang on, he's found one of those squishy targets. It's Elk, caught out in the mid lane. Flash from Ming to set up a pick, and RNG now can snowball into more. Looking for On, potentially the Swirl Seed dodge though.
Yeah,
all of the vision in the area, and now RNG have to try and muscle in. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but On's looking for a fight himself. Arrow comes out, it's on to CDC, but there's so much damage on this roster that any target is fine. They charge On forwards, tank down, Knight charging forwards again. As now Curtain Call flies through. Shun tagged by it, trying to escape. Knight trying to block. But the 4th shot hits On instead. They still get a kill.
Down bot lane, the 2,000 plus gold lead. Twisted Fate in the top lane. Someone has to respond. It's going to be XZZ. And Ming, he's looking potentially any pick, but with all these slows and projectiles flying RNG's way.
I thought the 2 teams were going to move towards that. BLG are like, we're not actually in any rush here. Let's use the pressure mid, get a tier 2 in the boss side, then we can go and get our Cloud Soul, literally. As he's on 3 items on the Twisted Fate. We've got 3 items for Knight as well, 2 items for Shun, 2.5 for Elk. This is a strong BLG. on, dodges the hook, looking for a blue buff here as a shot lands. That's 2 stuns coming through. ZDZ looking to fall as well. 2 stuns, 2 kills. BLG, when they find a target, they do not let them go.
There's just too much damage on this BLG composition. One person gets stunned. Ming, run for your life. He's trying, he made it.
I guess just making sure that they don't even lose a single objective in response.
I feel like right there it was mostly trying to push them off of mid lane to not take that mid lane tier 1. This was going to be... He was the reason the lane swap happened level 1 and he still gave up 5,000 gold.
Oh no,
bye-bye.
Stun onto Ming. That's a pick. That might be game, honestly. BLG don't usually let games go longer than they need to. ZDZ trying to get into the mix here. Elk the target, flashes away from the Scanner ultimate though, and Shun even dodges. The 4th shot hit onto On. That's going to be 2 inhibs, still Baron for another minute. So the siege begins onto the Nexus Towers. Respawns coming through. Ming still in the death chamber. On goes down, diving underneath the Nexus Towers here. It's a positive fight for RNG. Maybe they can turn it into more. 3v3, but Ming spawning in 5 seconds. BLG have to retreat if they want to contend with this Elder. Arrow goes in from Elbin, moving in with the gold card, stuns onto Ming, dodges the hook himself, but Smite should be able to come through.
There's no
here.
Smite.
This should be Elder. It's taken by Huanfeng in the end. As Bin gets out with his life. On has arrived on the scene. That's an Elder Dragon for RNG. XCC just going to TP to the base because there's so many minions. But BLG don't want to let the recalls come on through. They don't want to let these buffs get away. It's 4v3. They're being chased down in the bottom side. RNG corralled by BLG, chased to the ends of the earth, but there is nowhere you can run. Nowhere is safe. Shun pounces for another as Wei will fall for the double, and even with Elder, RNG are routed.
That was the last chance that they had, and this is one of the very few times where I see a team secure Elder and then get absolutely chased down. BLG, no mercy in this game. They've got 2 inhibitors down. They're going to bring in the waves. They're going to look to close the game out here.
Shun has been hooked. He is still alive. The bomb not quite enough, and Elder not quite enough. How the hell does he get away with that one? And it's Ming to fall instead. XCZ still has Elder. The bomb ticking up in, but the Primal Surge comes through from Shun. That's twice now that Shun's heal saves a player from the Elder buff. XCZ gets engaged on and gets evaporated. That's going to be game. BLG, not the cleanest game of their history, but a win. So fairly tanky composition with just a Senna and a Corki for damage. Maybe could go towards the AP Maokai once again. We saw it earlier on today. Maybe need it just for a bit of extra damage.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what kind of damage you have on the side of RNG because everyone, again, in BLG.
Look, he's going to get some minions. He's on 7 CS so far this game. Slightly beaten out by Mako's 12 on the bottom side, but still not exactly ideal. XCZ in a whole heap of trouble. The stun lands beautifully done there. Shun threading the needle. In the meantime, though, Finn has gone down on the top side. Elk is actually
Rogue, Hunter, Bruiser, Mage. Anything you wanted, he does it. That's Ornn for you. Oh.
Wei is taking a big old chunk of damage. Oh my god, there's an Ignite. He's
flash.
actually dead, isn't he? One more auto, and there we go. On gets the... Knight! Trying to flash to
Knight of
KS.
Ornn. But BLG are having so much fun. You can see it in their faces, and it's honestly a joy to see them come back from MSI and enjoy themselves. Elk does have his plus available.
Oh, great W from Huanfeng here. Call of the Forge God. Elk is down. And RNG, perfect timing because guess where Shun is? On the top side. That's a Drake for RNG. ZDZ, though, has overstepped to the top side, and Bin ain't letting him go anywhere. Shun arrives, On arrives. There's no way out of this one. Guaranteeing damage from the brand, and Bin finished the kill.
On. Bin's getting a little bit more of that CS and love back to himself. However, Elk just lost both his summoners to keep it back. Oh, they're diving him again.
Oh my god, the damage is ridiculous. CDC is just removed from the play. Shun's still up top here. They've got some grubs to work with now. Bin can shred.
Because you saw ZDZ taking very favorable trades towards Bin. I don't know if you can favorably trade towards 3 of them, though.
I mean, this is just not fair, is it? CDC's literally in a 1v3 lane. Shun and On are just permanently...
His ultimate. This is going to be a tower now. That's going to be shared between Shun and Bin towards the top side of the map. And you could very well say this Camille has
This tower to defend, but that tower is not long for this world. Wave crashing in, Elk making that happen as ZDZ's caught on the top side. Hextech ultimatum answered with a Dominus, but Shun's moving in. And Bin actually mispositioned there, stepped out of the Hextech ultimatum, I think.
Yep, that is 12
gold lead in every single lane except the support role, which I just want to point out, Ming is farming. And he's only two. Doesn't really mind about plates. He's long forgotten plates. The plates haven't been in his lane for a long old time. He's busy worried about tier 2s, and that is going to push him to...
I don't think so. The only time that you can do anything about it is when you have Senna around. Now, Senna's around mid lane.
Pull of Forge God does hit onto Elk. The Satchel Charge was good. The Senna ult lands across the team. He flashes, he bombs on top of himself, he's still alive! Elk is unkillable, and in the meantime, Shun burns them to cinders. Flash for the stun, but Huang Feng flashes it too.
They threw everything towards this squirrel, and they just could not take him down. Elk lives. This is most likely going to be that mid lane tier 1 as well. Every single outer tower plus top lane tier 2.
She's able to stack it. Working out beautifully for him. Obviously got that very early on into the game. On is just going to start this fight. You think you found a pick. You have been picked, or have you? On is going to go down. Okay, the burn still gets the kill. 1 for 1 on this one as now Shun has just walked into 4 people. I don't know if that was necessarily the play. It's now RNG on the wrong side of the map. Bin just dives into the mix and gets onto way as Knight tries to finish off Huang Feng. In the meantime, he does so, but Bin goes down. Call of the Forge God out from Ming. Going to find the knockup onto Elk as Knight dives back into the fray once more. ZDZ trying to finish off the Squirrel Rat, but the Squirrel Rat is unkillable. Now back into the action once more as Ming and Wei try and escape Drake's.
But then it's just too little too late. He's too overextended. There's full minutes of RNG right there. And then Bin's like, I want a bit of that action. He dives in, gets stunned by the Renekton, gets stuck by the Senna W as well, dives back in, dies. The Ornn throws the follow-up ultimate as well. They're trying to kill Elk. There is no more damage. All to ZDZ to kill Elk. And Knight is right there as well to finish the deal. Seraph Shield, very safe.
Wait a second.
It just felt like solo queue.
We come back to live, and another tier 2 has gone in the meantime as the Herald going for another charge. Smited though, and Knight is just now underneath the tower. ZDZ pulled in and eradicated. Nice little hook from On. Sets up for another big BLG. Mid
Try and help. It's a 3-man Baron, 20 minutes in. That's pretty normal.
I mean, BLG are back, guys. I don't know if anyone noticed, but BLG are definitely back. Nice little double Nocto Pilot playing the map a lot better than the majority of other players without really needing to verbalize the communication because they played so many games of prioritizing objectives in the way that they do. Follow the Forge God comes on through, On forced to flash. It's not going to lead to too much. ZDZ just chunked out in the meantime. Knight pushing in the bottom side. BLG just maintain this siege. ZDZ flashing, trying to get onto the backline. It's a knock-up. Elk tanking the damage once again, and once again, he just will not die. Knight now flying in as Ming is surely going to drop another double kill for Shun. He wants himself an MVP.
Knight shows up from the bot side tower. Shows up, grabs a kill, goes back to the bot lane tower just to finish it off. Surely is going to be 2 inhibitors on the side of BLG. That's going to stay a little bit longer. Make sure he secures that one. And there's also a Dragon, which I'm not sure if BLG's any kind of entire team is on the top side of the map. And there is only one teleport, which is on the Camille. But Bin is very dedicated to taking that Dragon down.
So going to just steal that one away, which is going to help out Elk as well. Okay, attempt number 19 on trying to get onto the Squirrel Rat. Instead going to find a subnautical diver, but it's traded for a tree. As ZDZ, the crocodile, falls back into the swamp, and in the meantime, Scissor Leg Lady has taken an inhibitor.
Supermoon is going to start raining into RNG's base, and a very calculated end, I would say, for BLG. Not yet, of course, but
Bin wants a fight, I guess. Sexy Z, the target is Knight, might just go down as well. I don't know if I'd call that textbook, to be honest, but Shun has found way in the meantime and finds himself a kill. Elk now in a 1v3, looking for one bong, but cut down by ZDZ. Shun, is he still going to go in for this one? Yeah, anyway? But it's different to be a dog and to have a dog in you, you know? I don't exactly know what it means. I'm not sure there is a literal definition, but it's a vibe, you know? It's super late game or anything like that. BLG looking at minimum triple inhibs here, possibly just the game.
They're not even
threatening,
hitting him.
keeping Baron on all of these minions. One Nexus tower falls, looking towards the next one. Call of the Forge God, aimed for Elk and will hit. But the anchor comes out from On as well to keep himself safe as Bin dives onto the backside. Hextech ultimatum on the way. The railgun across the team. Bin goes down. In the meantime, Nexus turret taken low. One bong chunked. XCC knocked into the play. 1v1ing Elk, but taken down, as is Ming. Knockups on the fountain, and you can't even escape from this composition. ZDZ will fall, and that is that. A silly game to round out the series, but BLG playing with their